Even though I have one leg in Sauteurs and one in another parish, St. David's early, and having been born in St. George's, my mother's from Sauteurs, and my father is from St. David's and was born in St. George's and lived most of my life in St. George's.
They have a little country in
yeah, of course. But I think he may have traveled somehow to Caliste.
Oh yes? For Seymour's?
Yeah.
Oh well, if you say so. I stayed in Tempe and I got everything.
Good.
Right? But my father is from St. Andrews, so I have some of the parish links also.
But I think all of us in Grenada would be like that.
All right, great. We also have a special guest host also. He is noted Grenadian and Caribbean broadcaster and presently the manager of Radio 535 in Grenada and one of my mentors, Lew Smith. Lew, welcome.
Thank you very much, Harold. Nice being with you one more time.
Great to see you too, man.
And this warm welcome, well, I think it's pretty good for the sort of weather conditions that we've been experiencing here in New York over the past few days.
Thank you for bringing the sunshine from Grenada too.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice over the last couple of days also. Well, it's, like I said, very nice to be here, and particularly at this time as we have a special program in honor of our country's 18th anniversary of independence. I happen to be here in New York on a long overdue vacation. I think the last time I had a vacation was back in 1986. And having had the opportunity through the courtesy and hospitality of the government of the Republic of China and Taiwan, I was able to visit Taiwan, spend 10 days there along with 4 other regional media personnel, and it was pretty cool down there too, I can tell you, getting down to a low of 8 degrees, all right? So sort of priming up for what to expect here in New York. And it's nice to be here, and seeing that I would not be home for Independence Anniversary, I want to take this opportunity to wish all of our friends back in Grenada, all country folk, a very happy 18th anniversary of independence. Right now, let's talk about Grenada. Grenada, the Isle of Spice, is located 90 miles to the north of Trinidad and is the most southerly of the Windward Islands. With a population of about 100,000 people, Grenada, like the other Caribbean islands, has its distinct spots of beauty embedded in the arms of its contours and landforms. You cannot speak of Grenada without mentioning the internationally famous Grendian beach, with its rich white sand and clear blue water. Someone once said that when the soothing waves of the Grendian beach lash against the shore, you can actually hear a sentimental song of invitation to come and experience the warmth of its watery fingers as they permeate the pores of your skin.
I mean, his mother told that he must lie. He must. But I mean,
I would get into that part of it anyhow. But you know, we've got to get the guy credit. He's a very, very good performer indeed. I remember speaking with him some time ago, and he was telling me that while in school and so on, he concentrated a great deal, not on what was going on in school by any means, but was trying to get into the calypso business and was writing calypsos. And we can really see, you know, there is something in him, and he pumps up a whole lot of energy, and there isn't a dull moment whenever Elimas Gilbert, I would like to put it in quotations, the young or the new inspector takes the stage, because we were talking earlier on about Inspector, the Independence Calypso King, and then we have Elimas Gilbert, who's come on the scene in the 80s, young guy, and he's been tremendous.
Yeah, and of course, I'm sure that the frequent sea baths in the bay in Sauteurs must have gotten into the bones and give him to an extra drive to perform that way on stage. Right, Gentle?
Even though I have one leg in Sauteurs and one in another parish, St. David's early, and having been born in St. George's, my mother's from Sauteurs, and my father is from St. David's and was born in St. George's and lived most of my life in St.
They have a little country in
yeah, of course. But I think he may have traveled somehow to Caliste.
Oh yes? For Seymour's?
Yeah.
Oh well, if you say so. I stayed in Tempe and I got everything.
Good.
Right? But my father is from St. Andrews, so I have some of the parish links also.
But I think all of us in Grenada would be like that.
All right, great.
The problem in terms of really marketing Grenadian artists in the Caribbean. Granted, I listen to the radio here, and I've heard a number of Grenadian artists. I mean, the fellas could keep on going for hours playing Grenadian calypsos. But I think within the Caribbean itself, I listen to a number of the stations. I don't think, I shouldn't say that at all. I am not hearing the Grenadian artists. I mean, I can single out, for instance, Squeezy. I've heard him a couple of times on Trinidad radio, as well as a jammer. And I'm wondering if it's not a question of really marketing. And even though the guys may not be able to do it on their own, but if they need some help in terms of really marketing themselves and their product.
As a matter of fact, I was reading an article in one of the newspapers, and this gentleman from the Billboard magazine, he was complaining that one of the biggest problems in the Caribbean is the marketing of the artists. What we seem to have is a lot of promoters who are interested in promoting shows, but marketing the artist, getting him out there, making sure that the records are in all of the record shops and that people can get the records to buy. There seems to be a problem. So it's a general problem that the Caribbean has to work on. Yeah,
I'd agree with that. Something's got to be done, and I think the quicker it is done, the better for just about all the artists, not only the Grenadian artists, but generally speaking, the West Indian artists. I think by and large, they're pretty hard in the United States, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yes.
Right. No. But I think in terms of the Caribbean, even though the Caribbean may not be that big a market, but I think certainly the exposure, and if we're talking so much about the Caribbean unity, in Radio in Grenada, we give a lot of airplay to Caribbean music, but we do not just say play Grenadian music. We play a lot of Caribbean music, and all the artists from south of the Caribbean to north of the Caribbean, once the record is available.
Speaking of the artist, our next performer is Squeezy.
Oh, another great entertainer. Seems like you've chosen all the good entertainers. No wonder why. This is a special program anyhow for Independence 92. All right, Squeezy is going to be coming on next on Culture Share, and Squeezy, of course, has been, before you even go into that, I was a little bit surprised when I heard a carnival last year that Squeezy was the Young Kings. Now, I had a problem in terms of determining this Young King, because, well, we had the Junior King, then the Young King, and then the National King.
Lew, it was great having you on Culture Share.
It was a very good pleasure indeed, and I enjoyed every moment of it, Harold. I want to say thanks to you and thanks to Chettle Band and all the others associated with Culture Share for giving me the opportunity to be here. I look forward to the next few days because I'll be here for Independence Celebrations 92.
Okay, great, and we'll fire a little one when we get the chance to, right?
Well, I think with the weather as it is, I think a little is...
Too much?
No, a little. You gotta go.
Oh, you're increasing the volume. All right.
Hi everyone, thanks for checking out the Bub Report's social media pages. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch our weekly live show, follow our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can catch repeat episodes on Wednesdays at 4 and 5 p.m. respectively on CRFM Radio and GBN TV in Grenada. We are also viewed on Sundays at 8 p.m. on WPG 10 throughout the Caribbean. Thanks for watching.